your 6 Sports Report.
Good evening from here inside PNC Park once again. And for starter Chris Archer, he was acquired by the Buccos for days like this. The home opener, a guy you can give the ball to and expect to go out and dominate.
Penn State cruised to a perfect 9-for-9 outing on Thursday in Pittsburgh. They swept the first round clean at the NCAA Wrestling Championships with 5 total pins to help put the Nittany Lions out front with 21 points.
Well, the Steelers continue to roll. That is 5 straight victories, this time a 52-21 drubbing of the Carolina Panthers here at Heinz Field. And Pittsburgh changed everything on its first offensive play from scrimmage, a 75-yard touchdown from Ben Roethlisberger to Juju Smith-Schuster. Steelers offense didn't slow down all night. 6 touchdowns from 6 different players.
In front of 110,889 screaming Nittany maniacs, the Penn State Nittany Lions held a double-digit fourth-quarter lead against the Ohio State Buckeyes. And for the second straight season, that lead slipped through the cracks. Ohio State steals this one inside Beaver Stadium, 27-26. And the head coach, James Franklin, very emotional at the podium. He took sole possession of the loss and talked about the feeling of complacency within his program.
We're a great program. We lost to an elite program, and we're that close. We have gotten comfortable being great. We will no longer be comfortable being great. We're going to learn from this, we're going to grow from this, and we're going to find a way to take that next step as a program because we've been knocking at the door long enough.
The Pittsburgh Penguins return back to PPG Paints Arena tonight. After splitting the series in Washington, D.C., they will look to reemerge for 2 crucial games in Pittsburgh. But first and foremost, if they want to take advantage of the series, they will have to have a better start to Game 3.
In the spirit of this week's Buccos home opener, we're going back to the home opener on April the 12th, 1965 for this week's Throwback Thursday Sports Edition when the Pirates welcomed the San Francisco Giants to Forbes Field and WJAC cameras were there. Forbes Field is nothing but a memory to longtime Pirates fans, but those among the 28,000 plus in the stadium for the 1965 home opener were treated to one of the best pitching duels of the entire season. Legendary Pirate broadcaster Bob Prince introduced the Buccos, led by Roberto Clemente, Bill Verdon, and Willie Stargell. Bill Mazeroski, the future Hall of Famer, did not play in the opener. The Giants countered with future Hall of Famers Willie Mays, who would win the NL MVP honors that season, and Willie McCovey. But the bats didn't rule the day in this matchup. Big Pirate lefty Bob Veal would go the distance in a 10-inning 3-hitter. He struck out 10 Giants to get the win. The Pirates, they didn't have much better luck at the plate. San Francisco right-hander high-kicking Juan Marichal held the Buccos scoreless through 9 innings with 9 Ks, but Bob Beetle Bailey would eventually lead off the bottom of the 10th with a home run to give the Pirates a 1-0 victory. That extra inning game lasted all of 2 hours and 3 minutes, which if you're a baseball fan today, you know that is highly uncommon.
Good evening and welcome inside the gym here at Johnstown High School. If you're a football fan, this is the best time of the year in central and western Pennsylvania. And you want to know why? Because high school football is finally back. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Sit back, enjoy yourself, because for the next hour, it's all high school football as our 6 Sports 2018 High School Football Kickoff Special is here. Now we'll turn our attention to the current Nittany Lions. The team began preparations for UK December the 2nd.
And a lot of the focus has been the impact of the ground game on both sides of the ball, but a major talking point when Penn State hosted its media day back on December 14th.
For more on this, now we bring in 6 Sports' Candace Martino live from Orlando, Florida. Candace, hey there.
From slumps to awful weather to the best Big Ten tailbacks, there's not much that Penn State's defense hasn't faced, and although that they handled those situations fairly well, they never faced a player quite like this one.
We're getting you set for Sunday Night Football on WJAC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, Candace, a big injury that we want to keep tabs on. Melvin Gordon not going to play tonight. Austin Eckler will play. The Steelers' run defense has been porous of late. How's that matchup play out tonight?
Yeah, Ryan, definitely a sigh of relief for the Steelers, but not just yet. They have 2 phenomenal backups, but Melvin Gordon, as you said, out with a right knee injury. He is day-to-day. They think maybe he'll come back next week, maybe saving him later down the road against Kansas City, but Steelers definitely should be a little bit happy about this one.
For Musgrove into the 7th, he was cruising. Game still scoreless. Matt Kemp, thank you very much. 7 innings, 3 hits, 8 Ks for Musgrove. Can we get him some run support? Jung Ho Gung with 2 outs, bottom 7, runner on first. To the left field corner. Josh Bell on his horse, the big fella. You got to give him the wave home when there's 2 outs. He slides safe, 1-0 Buccos. Bully Mata, nice feed from behind the net. Jake Gensel, that man just scores goals, 1-all. Phil Kessel, he woke up. He was skating with Evgeny Malkin, who returned from injury, but this is on the power play. Bangs it home past Jimmy Howard. 2-1. Kessel again. Stay with them. The sniper off the face-off draw. 3-1 Pens. Sidney Crosby would tack one on late, and the Penguins. 26 after 3 in the 4th. Brady, Gronkowski, fade, touchdown. Eagles now trailing by a point. The Patriots get their first lead. Gronk spike. Foles just wouldn't let it happen. Ensuing drive, he hits Zach Ertz, his tight end, to move the chains on 4th down. Doug Peterson pulling out all the stops. Then to finish the drive, again it's Ertz. And where have we seen this play against New England? I remember that one against Steelers. No touchdown in that game, but Ertz's touchdown was upheld. 38-33 Philly. Then Brandon Graham strip sacks number 12. And it came down to one last play after the Eagles got a field goal. That pass is incomplete. And the Eagles win their first Super Bowl in franchise history, 41-33. Plenty more where that came from. That's a look at your sports.